guys, welcome back. Today's video, I just filmed my first impressions on $1 makeup from Shopmissa, specifically AOA Studio. A lot of the products are from that brand, but Miss A did reach out and they let me choose a bunch of products that I want to try out, and I am wearing all of it on my face today. This video is not sponsored by Shopmissa, but all of these items were gifted to me, so I just wanted to clear that out before the video started. Also, Shopmissa was kind enough to help me host a giveaway for you guys. There is going to be a giveaway in this video today. They are going to send out a little package to one of you guys to win. A lot of the products I believe will be products that I use in today's video. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just go down to my description box. All the rules will be down below. Good luck if you're entering. But if you guys want to see how I achieved this look and see what products I use that only cost $1 or around $1, then just continue watching. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this $1 makeup first impressions. I want to show you guys some products that I'll be using like throughout the video. So I did pick up this brush set from AOA Studio. It's like a 10-piece brush set. I'm gonna try my best to use all of these brushes. I also picked up this sponge as well, which is called the Pore Edition Wonder Blender Microfiber. I've always wanted to try a microfiber sponge, and you know, this one's like $1.55, so I guess not everything is $1. It's like around $1. I also got this thing, the silicone sponge holder. So you pretty much just put this on your vanity and it just holds your sponge, which is so handy because I always put my sponge all over my desk and it can get dirty and just rolls around. I thought I would show you guys that because that's actually so handy. So the first thing we're gonna start off with is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Perfect Blur Primer. It says that it's a skin perfecting primer that blurs imperfection and boosts radiance of foundation. It has like little specks of glitter in it. It does have a slight scent to it, but it's nothing like overpowering, and it's more like a gel, like jelly formula. I mean, that feels quite nice on the skin. It's very cooling. It sits down pretty well. I mean, I don't mind that, but the specks of glitter is a little bit weird. I can see it very faintly, but you know, it is what it is. Next, I will be using the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream. I'm in the shade Light. This says it's gonna give the face a luminous glow to eliminate dark skin for a brighter appearance. So this is a BB cream. It's probably not gonna be full coverage like I want it to be. It does feel a little bit thicker from other BB creams I've used. I'm gonna take my microfiber sponge and just blend that into my skin. Oh, it has a scent to it. It smells like baby powder. There's little to no coverage in this. I'll definitely have to build some on. You still can see all my scarring, my redness. With a second layer, it's like slightly building up coverage. Maybe if you had like really good skin and you just wanted to like even out your skin slightly and have something very light on the skin, then this would probably be the best option for you. That is what BB creams are, but I have tried BB cream that do provide a bit more coverage. I'm gonna leave it at that just because I feel like the more I add on, it's not really gonna make too much of a difference. It's a BB cream, like what did I really expect, you know? But because I don't have a concealer, I'm just going to use my Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. I'm in the shade Golden Beige, which is a little dark on me. I need to get a new shade, but I'm almost finished on this. So once I finish this guy, I will buy a lighter shade. The sponge feels almost dry, and I did damp it before I used it, so I don't know, it feels a bit weird to hold. It's blending the concealer out really easily, so that's a good thing. I think that blended out my concealer really nicely. I think just the texture of the sponge I need to get used to. It just feels so different. It sounds different, but it does its job. So, I mean, I like it. Now it's time to set everything in place. I have the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent, Matte Translucent. So I typically like powders, like loose powders that have a bit of a tint to it and it's still translucent, but this is a very like white translucent powder. Reminds me of the NYX HD loose powder. I'm just going to blend out my under eyes just very quickly. Using the same sponge, I'm going to You can kind of see a little white cast of the powder where I'm placing it. So maybe when you take flash photos, it might give you flashback. Next, I have the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Press Powder in the shade Sand. I'm gonna use one of these brushes. I'm gonna use the F21. I don't know if you can buy them individually, but it does say F21 on it. I already washed the brushes, by the way, so don't worry. Just press that into my skin where I did not place the loose powder. To be honest, I'm not going to be able to tell whether I like this powder or not, just because powders, I just use them to set the rest of my face. But I actually really like this brush. This might be my new powder brush. You guys know I love the ColourPop one, but I think the size is just a lot smaller. It's a bit tapered and a bit more dense to really pack on the product. I have shopped on Miss A before. I bought their $1 liquid lipsticks a really long time ago, and I did do a video on them many years ago. I did want to try their products again just because I feel like they came out with a lot more things. There was a lot more reviews on it. Like I saw Tati and Kathleen do their videos on AOA Studio as well, and it was a really good review from my memory. It's great that they reached out to me and I was able to pick out the products that I wanted to try. Let's move on to the brow. I did pick up a brow pencil. I don't know if I'm gonna really like this, to be honest, because it does look like a really thick brow pencil and I need a very thin brow pencil. So this is the Sculpting brow pencil and I got it in the shade Ebony. Comes with a spoolie on one end. Oh, it's one of those like triangle brow pencils. I've never used a brow pencil like this before, so I don't know how well I'm gonna like it or how to even really use it. It is a little bit on the drier side. It's not as waxy. I can feel that it is tugging on my skin a little bit, but I do like the shade of this. It's a really nice natural black, but because the pencil is so like thick, it's hard for me to get very precise with my brows. So I didn't pick up a brow powder, so I'll just be using the brow powder that I always use, which is the Anastasia one. And I'm just gonna use that to fill in my brows. It's definitely not my favorite, and I definitely think it's the shape of this brow pencil that I'm not used to. But if you want to try out like the Anastasia brow pencil that's in this kind of shape, I mean, buying this very affordable brow pencil to try out the shape and how you like it and get used to it, I think that's a really good thing to have on the market. So now we are moving on to eyeshadow. I picked up this palette here. It's called Wildflower. It comes with 9 shadows inside along with a mirror. All the shadows came in its like own single little packaging, and I just unpackaged and put everything in here. These tones are really pretty. I love them. Let's use some brushes. So there is a blending brush. This one is the E135 from AOA Studio. It looks very similar to this Morphe one that I have. First off, let's take this shade. It is called Dust. Use this as our transition shadow, shall we? Okay, that is a lot of pigment, guys. I didn't think it was gonna be this pigmented. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Guys, AOA is no joke. I'll be very honest with you guys. I was not expecting a lot from this. Like, I did not think that all these products would work as well as they have been so far. Next, I'm gonna take this shade here called Empower using the AOA E136 brush. This is more of like a red chestnut medium brown. And let's put that at the outer edge. Again, this is packing on really nicely, guys. Now I'm going to take the shade Mossy using the AOA Studio E138 brush. This matches my nail polish color. I love it. We are just going to run this all over our lower lash line for a pop of color, and I just really want to see if this dark green is going to look good, because usually they can be patchy. It does go on a bit sheer, but you definitely can build it up, so that is good. I'm so surprised by these eyeshadows. I literally thought they weren't gonna work. I don't know, I feel like when you think of $1 makeup, you really do feel like it's not gonna work out, but I don't feel like I look any different, you know? Like, I feel like I've been using products that I always use, so it's just a little crazy. So now I'm gonna take the shade Social Light with the AOA Studio E137 brush. I'm not gonna wet it, I'm just gonna use it as it is just to see how the pigment is, and then I will wet it later on. So it definitely goes on, but I think we definitely need to spray my brush. So let's just do that. And to be honest, to me, that doesn't really take away from like how well the metallic is, because regardless, I will always spray my brush just to get the most high shine. So for the metallics, I would say it's not as good as the mattes. Even using it wet, it doesn't stick to some parts of my eye. It is still pretty, but definitely have tried better. So I'm only gonna use those eyeshadows, but let's just swatch the other ones I didn't use. So let's do this one in the middle and see how it is. I mean, that's pretty good for a matte. Let's go to this pinky one. Wait, this one? That one's intense. That one is, wow, that one's good. So yeah, that worked really great. I'm so surprised, wow. So before I go off camera to do my other eye, I do have a liquid liner. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Liquid Liner. So I don't know if I'm gonna really like this. I don't like liquid liners, as you guys know. Let's just... That looks pretty black, but it does look quite shiny. I'm just gonna try my best. I don't work well with liquid liners. That's just... I could use the best liquid liner in the world and I still could mess it up, okay? I'm more of a gel eyeliner kind of gal. I'm gonna leave it at that because the more I touch it, the longer and wonkier it's going to get. It is a decent liquid liner. I do think it's a little bit runny, a little bit too inky where it might bleed a little bit like over time. Considering it's $1, again, not even that bad. So yeah, I don't have an eyeliner, so I'm gonna do my tight line and everything off camera. I'll finish off this eye off camera as well, and then we'll come back, and I do have some false lashes. So BRB. Okay, so I am back with my other eye all done up. So now it is time for false lashes. I have 3 lashes here. This one is Jackie. This one is Caroline. And then this one is Brianna. I'm probably gonna go for Jackie today. I just feel like these are like my kind of lashes. These are cruelty-free. AOA Studio is a cruelty-free brand. It says on the back of their packaging as well. I will definitely need to trim these, so I'm gonna do that. But I also have this lash glue. It's their Super Strip Lash Adhesive. Super strong. The brush on this lash glue is not that good. It's like going all over the place. So as the lash glue is getting tacky, we can move back onto the face. So let's go in with some bronzer. I picked up this one here. This one is from A2O. So it's not from AOA Studio. So I think this is the only thing that I didn't get from AOA. But yeah, it comes in a little compact. Wait, this is AOA Beauty. Because it says on the back. Says AOA Beauty. So maybe A2O is like an extension of AOA Beauty, maybe? But this is in the shade Magma. Magma, yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go with this one. It's a little bit thin to be my bronzer brush, but I just want to try use all the brushes that I have. So this is the F22. I think that's a bit too warm. Like, I could almost use this as a blush. I would say it's like skipping around this area a little bit as well. Let's go in with my blush as well. This is in the shade Wispy. This is a bit dense to be a blush brush, but we're gonna use it anyway. This is the F24. It's very pretty. It's very subtle, goes on really nicely. This brush is actually a really nice size to put on blush. But yeah, I like it. It's very subtle. It's definitely a kind of blush shade that I would use. I think my lashes should be ready. I'm gonna just quickly pop them on. Those lashes are not that bad, to be honest. They are a little bit long all around, but again, considering its price, that's a lash. Like, I've seen worse lashes, so I really like this actually. I'm just gonna let the lash glue just dry a little bit, so if you see any blue specks and the liner looks a little bit wonky, I will fix that. But let's go back onto the face and do some highlighter. I have this one here. It's just called the Powlighter in the shade Nebula. This is a loose highlighter. I personally don't like loose highlighters. I prefer pressed highlighters, but this looked really pretty. Let's just try it out because today is going really good. I'm gonna use this brush, which is the F25, a bit big. Whoa. I think it's a little dark on me, but that's super pretty. It's like very golden. Gonna use this brush, it's the E139. Using that highlighter, I'm gonna use this to highlight my brow bone. And also my inner corners. And now for the final thing, all we have left is lips. So I have a couple of lip options. I have this one, Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Hype. To me, this looks a lot like Kathleen Light's Aquarius, like that undertone. So let's just swatch. I don't like matte lips, so I don't know why I picked that, but I do have this lipstick, Wonder Lip Lock in the shade Latte. This has a really strong scent as well. It literally smells like bubblegum. Like, I love it, but it's a bit strong. I don't know if that would look good on me either. That does not look good. Okay, that lipstick is very patchy, very crumbly. I might just go for the liquid lip. Formula wise, I don't really like matte lipsticks, so this does feel very drying for me. You can see the butthole lips is very much buttholey, so. Alright, so now that we have played around, I've done my full face and just looking at everything and how I felt, first impressions, the top things that I would recommend is the Pow Lighter. I think this highlighter looks amazing. It's so metallic and it's just so high shine. I would also recommend the blush. I think the blush formula is really great. Beautiful shade, just something that I would definitely would wear. I also like the lashes as well, considering the price of them. Typically lashes at this price point don't look as good as these do. These almost look as nice as House of Lashes. I think the only thing when you look down, it is a little bit shiny, but you can always powder down your lashes. And for the last product, of course, the eyeshadow palette. If they do sell these individual shades singly, then I would probably say get it that way, just because not everything in here I'm a huge fan of. I would say the mattes are really nice, and then this shade here in the corner, which is called Prosecco, and this one Soul. These two, they are really nice metallics. And then I also want to recommend the sponge as well, because this is literally like $1.50. It's the cheapest sponge I've ever used and it actually works really great. Also, the brushes are really nice. I think the quality of them are really great. Lip products, not a big fan of. Everything else, like base products, they are nice, but not my like top recommendations. But that, guys, is going to complete my video for today. I do hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more kind of first impression tutorials. I would love to film them for you guys. The giveaway rules will be down in the description box, so just open that up if you want to enter. And I just want to say thank you to Shopmissa for reaching out to me, letting me choose products that I wanted to try out, and also helping me host another giveaway for you guys. So shout out to them. But that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!